Okay, we're good. My semblance papa immediately saw its potential. He saw that one day I could save the world with it. But he also realized that it was too powerful for me to control right now. It will take me years to properly harness it. But the machine me could harness it without troubles, which is how sensibility was born, and why my semblance is locked behind its usage, to properly utilize it. Actually, I want to hear hypotheses, theories, and everything that people can guess at of what Penny's semblance actually is. But also to give Machine Penny the side of me I literally wouldn't exist as Penny without it. A function past the ones I've taken over. But now I realize how foolish we were. Her function was doing things I couldn't. And now we told her that her function is doing things in my place because she could do them better. So, not that I mind, but what brought this on? I mean, couldn't you technically just download dancing instructions or something if you wanted to learn before the Vital Dance? I could indeed, but I thought it'll be nicer if I learn together with you. You're adorable. And technically, she could be. She could be better than me. A better me. In everything I do. So there's only one solution. One way to never let her want to take over. Make her lose the will to fight. Why in the gardens, though? Other than being really romantic. It was just because there's more space. But yes, this is kind of romantic. Or maybe you just wanted an excuse to spend some time alone? Maybe. Become a better and better me. Become the best Penny I can. The best version of Penny that can ever exist. Someone with lots of friends. Someone Papa can be proud of. Skilled enough to protect anyone. Strong enough to defeat any opponent and save Remnant. And this puts a smile on my face, this picture. Because let's face it, Penny is an amazing character, no matter what. Strong enough to never ever let you go. Calculating. Error. Running further simulations. Results are inconclusive. What the fuck just happened there? I don't know how to process what I just saw. You know what? I'm especially ready for breakfast. Even though I never eat breakfast at all. No. That's all for today, students. Good lunch. What is Professor Peach looking at? Oh. Professor Goodwitch. She's looking straight at Professor Peach. Wonder what they need to talk about. She'll probably tell us if it's something important. I need to make a phone call anyway. Mike, partner, what brings you to my reign? First of all, a petition to never be called that in public ever again. Secondly, I thought I should finish my train of thought from last Sunday before we were interrupted. I've been meaning to ask, yes. So how do I keep my students in school? As I was saying, it's simple but difficult. No single mission on the final exam can earn students enough credit to make up for half a year of credits. But there's no rule that stops teams from accepting more than one mission. Miss Goodwitch, as the supervising hunter for the final exam, I believe I am required to familiarize myself with the mission catalog. Thanks for the offer, Noah, but I don't think we should be there. We still are your enemies. It's better that we come to know nothing that may be used against you. We can't predict whether Whisper will ever decide to suddenly become interested again. Yeah, I figured. Still, we wanted to make the offer nonetheless, as proof of trust and gratitude. It was our pleasure, Big Brother. And I didn't really do that much. Still, girls, thank you. Thank you so much. And we will help the two of you too. It's only a matter of time. I promise. It feels nice being able to count on someone again. What? What about me? What about you? What? You wanna go, you ungrateful cunt? Your face. Not funny, Bella. It was a bit funny, come on. With the strain you put yourself through to help Amber? We're still not sure if... I know, but it's not like I can just worry about it forever and live in fear of it. Lighten up. Now, shall we go eat or not? I guess she's right, isn't she? Okay, let's... Again, we'll continue on with Penny as planned. And if there's one more thing we can do, then we'll go to Cinder. Even though I don't want anything to do with Cinder. I really don't. Hold on, I need to fix something. Get over there. And check. We are good. Okay. Oh, great. Good to see you. Get over there. Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay, Jim it is. Just... Okay, how... 76. Okay, we'll stop there. Pretty sure we gone far enough with it. End story. You went to see Noah, but you didn't come to see me? I'm sorry, I didn't think it was that important. Oh no. Oh, wrong thing to say. Ugh, stupid meanie, I had it right the first time. I hate you. Janara, wait. I need to continue. You can keep your stupid secrets. I'm guessing she was sticking her tongue out. I don't understand what just happened. Are you an only child, Amber? Well, yes. Suffice to say, for all her power and bravery, Janara is still very much a child. Let me go talk to her. Wait, Mom, I can go. Nonsense. First of all, this is an official team meeting. And as a team member, it's important for you to be in it. Also, we don't want Janara to start having favorites, do we? A new favorite, you mean? Fine. Good. Pay attention, because I'll be interrogating you about the meeting afterwards. Okay, teammates, you better take notes. I have a feeling this is about to get much more complicated. Well, considering we started by discovering that the Royal House of Vale was half created to protect the Fall Maiden, I'd say. Which begs the question to start with, why aren't you with your family, Amber? That necessitates a bit of background. My memorization faculties are at maximum output. Don't worry, Titania, I will help you study. Thanks, I guess. The enemy, Salem. There have been people fighting her over the maidens much earlier than the foundation of Vale, but the kingdom provided those individuals a great opportunity. Bet that king who married a maiden to prevent more war over it was sensitive to their plight? Yes, the Kingdom of Vale provided them with funding, but more importantly helped them form into an actual organization. It's had many forms and names over the years, non-official or public. I simply call it Sanctuary. Sanctuary? That rings a bell. I bet it does. You see, I call it Sanctuary because that's also the name of a place. The place where my family exiled themselves to after abdicating the place where maidens are sheltered and trained. But it's also the base of operations for Osmond's orphans. You probably heard the name mentioned by some of the senior ones you've encountered. Oh, wait, does that mean that the orphans were originally created as a guard for the maidens? Yes. But not only that, think about it. 4 great academies, 4 headmasters, 4 different groups of orphans. 1 for each maiden. You're telling me that the 4 hunter academies were born out of a sanctuary? The founders were all members, yes. When I said that sanctuary had different forms over the eons, it's because even after forming into an organization, it had to adapt to the changing times. Remnant doesn't know about the enemy or the war over the maidens. Its life continues despite of such things, and when the time of kingdoms was over, the one of academies began. The 4 great academies of Remnant are what the Kingdom of Vale has been until the Great War. Centers of an organization, influence, and manpower for Sanctuary, which is ruled by the 4 headmasters. Well, I say that, but in reality, James Ironwood and Leonardo Lionheart has almost always deferred to Osmond. Only the headmaster of Vacule has ever acted as his equal. General Ironwood doesn't sound really deferring, though. If I had to take a guess, I bet that he started doubting Osmond after what happened to you, Amber. It's possible, yes. He failed to convince me to stay, and he failed to keep me in Sanctuary. So you left of your own will, Amber? Why? Because I didn't want to live out the rest of my days trapped inside of one single location, without ever seeing the outside world. I want to actually live my life. I had completed my training. I thought I could handle the real world on my own. Now that maidens were no longer targets for all that lived in it. I was mistaken. Still, I had never been taught there's a way to directly steal a maiden's powers. That completely blindsided me. And it blindsided Osmond too, I bet. Guess Salem found a way to break the status quo. On that, I almost have to compliment her. Millennia of fighting through proxy, trading maidens back and forth without ever reaching a solution? It drives me mad just thinking about it. What's up with that anyway? If this Salem person is like the source of all this, why don't they just offer? From what I was told, it's been tried, time and again, always without success. If she's really that long-lived, she's probably not your average smuck. So she's immoral and extremely powerful. Fantastic! Still, that explains how you came to be in Beacon and why Cinder attacked you. There's still a big question, though. What question, Noah? Why are the maidens so important? I don't think a being like Salem or the boss have much use for them. You know, more power, especially since you're the proof that maidens are not invincible? Quite. So if it's not their inherent power that drives this war, what is it? And the answer to that one is in Volume 4. which we'll soon probably see later. I don't know what's going to happen to the sequel in this game, but I know it's probably going to cover Volume 4 and Volume 5. If it's sticking to a by 2 volume thing. And if it does, then that'll make things easier to track with timeline-wise and choices. But if it does a full-on the 3 volumes for the one kingdom, which is Mistral, then I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I fear that a bit of knowledge escapes me. Well, there goes everyone else. Talk about anticlimactic. You seriously have no idea. I was never told, no. But I have a theory. That's something, at least. What is it? I was born and lived in sanctuary with my family. I was taught about the history of my family, in particular about the lives of the queen maidens. There's only one queen that I haven't been taught about. Her life was more of a cliff note than a lesson. My grandmother, Celadine Valenice I. The second to last queen? That's a weird omission. I agree. She died before I was born, but she was my grandmother's queen. They led their kingdom through the Great War and to their transformation into a modern country. It never made sense to me unless the omission is not because of what she did as a queen, but what she did as a maiden. Yes, you've heard the tales about the final battle of the Great War, Vardranum, the battleground which May wants to take us to. You mean about how King Tullus won the battle single-handedly? Let's hypothesize that there are not tales that my grandfather actually did end the war with a single swing of his sword. Well, I already came up with another theory that wasn't exactly his sword, but a sword from certain particular sword from Vacuo. But enough about that. That kind of feat is beyond any human and any maiden. I think it may even be beyond the enemy. But what if somehow a maiden is able to bestow that kind of power onto others? Yes. Well, partially correct. She's getting there. Well, I'm not sleeping tonight. Alright, I think I need a timeout. This is making my head spin. We're pretty much done. Again, it's just a theory. A pretty sound one. Please never ever bestow anything like that on anyone, Amber. Even if I knew how, I don't think I ever would. Never say ever. You never know what you're capable of until you do it, I say. Oh, like when you seduce Noah despite your inexperience with men, Evelyn? Yeah, something like that. I remember that, yes. You thanks, Penny. We really needed that break. They're done. Janara? What do you mean? Who's done? One of my Pyrosidine creatures just came to me as a fly. They're done. In peak. You mean... Yes. They fixed everything they could. Electricity is running and the tunnels are currently venting. The old mines are accessible now. Partner, have you managed to speak with your guest yet? No, but I will. This is it then. The road is clear and the entrance prepared. Where the fuck are we? All that's left is for us to go through it. Ew. What the fuck was that sound? What the fuck is going on over there? What the hell? Hold up.
I'll get that damn phone. I swear to God.
What the heck happened?
Latching.
What?
Latch on you. I was stapler, stay away.
No, you don't.
No, I will move and throw more on you. No, Zach.
Why is he bumping out again?
That's my sister and her boyfriend. Let's ignore that. Bit difficult since they are right next door to me, but it's always sad packing and leaving. These walls have seen so many memories being created. But alas, everything beginning is another beginning's end. It's time to say goodbye and move on. Has everyone packed all of their belongings? What little of them we have. I'm sure we will be able to find more along the way. After all, we have a celebration to prepare. Celebration? What exactly are we celebrating? Now, that's a surprise. And why do you know about it? He doesn't. He just likes to play second banana to Western now. All will be revealed in due time, no worries, suffice to say. The boss is going to have guests for the first time in decades, and we need to prepare for their coming. I always straighten myself here. Okay. Maybe I should increase speed more? Maybe that'll help? Yeah, let's increase the speed. Speed! Okay, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing else we can do, and there's a story thing, so... Nope, the next part's probably going to be a long video. Alright, once again, lucid dreaming. Hopefully I don't end up talking to myself this time. Come on, man, I seriously need to speak to you here. And I'm here again. Hopefully this time... Hey, Noah. Took you long enough. Tell me something I don't know. Excuse me? So I can be sure you're not just a figment of my imagination, subconscious, or whatever. Tell me something I don't know. Pyro Obsidian is what's left of the boss's original body. Excuse me? You didn't know that, did you? Of course I didn't, but... You mean... Yes. How do you think he was able to run his aura through it and manipulate it as he wishes to the point of being able to create life? With some leftover bodies, but all of it? All of it or all of a remnant? Come on, do you remember what he told you when you spoke? That remnant was leaving its crib compared to his age. Yes, I remember. He implied he existed before the planet existed. But all the pyro obsidian in the world? Just how big was his original body? Very big. Big enough to be a weakness. A weakness? I know you don't. And anyway, that's not why you're here. We have little time. You want to know if you should go down there. Yes. Don't you want answers? I do want answers, but not at the risk of losing them. And what if it's hopeless? I can live without answers. I realized I can die without answers, but I can't live without them. I see. Alright, bottom line, if you're immune to his dilapidation aura, you have nothing to fear from the boss as he is right now. I knew it. All these years, what happened to Peak, Bella, Thilla, he needed Wesser to do things for him that he couldn't. Yes, the boss is trapped. Always has been. He can exercise influence on Pyrocidian, yes, but that's it. But while he is not a danger to you right now, there's the fact that he's still letting you come to him. Wesser and the others are going to be down there, for sure. They probably have a trap waiting for us. Not only do they have a trap, they have a reason for you to go down there. They all have. And for the life of me, I can't fathom what they would. What would they be? We're almost out of time. No, one last thing. Well, I can't think of a reason. I can think of a desire for the boss. A desire? What kind of desire? Come on, it's easy. What could it be unable to die, unable to move, unable to feel anything but himself and do nothing but entertain some surprise guest desire more than anything? Freedom. Okay. And then there were free. I don't understand the title of the chapter. Saturday. Day 160. Okay, well, on to the next part, which is probably going to be longer than usual. See you there.